Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Rose Tarot and Astrology. I am your host, Mel Rose, and today is Friday, August 30th, 2024. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for taking this time with me to check in on your current astrology. I'm so happy that you could join me. And as you can see, I am happy and grateful to be back at home. I was in Bethesda, Maryland this week with my wife at the National Institutes of Health. We learned a whole bunch of new stuff, and now we're home to process it and settle. If I look a little tired today, it's because we traveled all day yesterday. So very grateful and happy to be back home here in beautiful Lee Summit. It's a gorgeous morning out. And I just want to say before we get started that I'm giving a class on Saturday the 7th. That's coming up pretty soon, friends. And it is a class about knowing your natal moon and working with the phases of the moon to create a comfortable atmosphere for yourself in your home and in your private life. So hopefully you will join me for that. It's through Nadia Shah's Synchronicity University, and the link will be in the description. You go over to that link, you find my beautiful face, and you can get that class for as little as $5 for just one more day, today and tomorrow, Friday and Saturday. At the end of the month, the price of that, or after the end of the month, at the beginning of the next month, the price on that goes up. So please join me for that. I can't wait to see you there. Again, that's at Nadia Shah Synchronicity University. Hook on over there and sign up if you can, okay? And as far as the astrology goes today, the sun is still in Virgo. We're still in that getting back into the particulars of things kind of vibe, paying attention to the details, working our plans. You know, Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury just went direct a couple of days ago. It had been retrograde for 3 weeks, and now it's direct. So we should have fewer Mercury retrograde problems. I didn't find this Mercury retrograde very troublesome this time. What I found was that some illusions were taken away. What I found was that new information came to light, and as surprising as that might have been, you know, the changes that come with it are very welcome. So hopefully you all had some kind of similar experiences. Please let me know how your Mercury retrograde went for you, or how it normally goes for you, because, you know, it's a little bit different for everybody. The sun is in Virgo, though, so what I was saying is that Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and now that Mercury is direct, you know, we should be feeling that vibe all the more. We should be able to really pay attention to the details of things, sort things out, solve problems, you know, and get back into our routines at this time of year. The moon today starts in Cancer and will move into Leo around noon Central Standard Time, so adjust for your time zone. But the moon's moving into Leo around noon where I am, and it's a waning crescent moon. So moon in Leo is a time to really shine. Okay, like get into yourself a little bit and allow yourself to some self-expression. You know, you can even brag on yourself a little bit, or just, you know, to say to the people who are close to you, hey, look what I've done, and receive some appreciation. Of course, another good way to receive some appreciation is to show some appreciation. So notice what other people have done, what other people are bringing to the table, and give them some appreciation for that too. And the moon is also a waning crescent. We're very close to the new moon. It's coming up on Monday. So when the moon is waning like this, you know, it's just a sliver. If you see it in the sky early in the morning, very late at night, it's just a sliver of moon. And it looks just beautiful to me. And this is a time when we are sort of letting go of the things that no longer serve a purpose for us, but it's also a time, again, for self-expression, just for releasing our thoughts and our artwork and our good ideas out into the world to share with others. Okay, it has value for us if we hold on to it, but it has more value for us if we share it with others. And that's today, that's Friday. There's a lot of stuff going on with the moon today, so don't be surprised if there are some surprises. You know, moon is the home life. This is, you know, who we are at home and among the people that we keep close. Don't be surprised if there are some surprises and shakeups, a little bit of grace coming in with reasons to have faith or reasons to use our imagination, and just a little bit of, emotional depth in this day. We have a void of course today, of course. If the moon is changing signs, then we're approaching a void of course, because the void of course is the time between when the moon makes its last aspect in one sign and when it moves into the next sign. So this void of course is from about 10:30 this morning, again Central Standard Time, until around noon when the moon moves on into Leo. So with the void of course, this is not a time to sign any contracts or make any big starts on anything new. It's really a time to stick with your routine, or if you can, sit back a little bit and reflect. It's a good time for processing the events of the last few days, weeks, and months, and give yourself some time to think about how you're moving forward here. So that's about an hour and a half today where you can stick with your routine if you are at work and you don't really get to take a break. But if you can take a break, some journaling, meditation, reflection, do your yoga poses, that kind of stuff, it's a good time for that at the void of course. And then coming up on Sunday, Uranus is moving retrograde. So that means right now Uranus is standing still in the sky. From our perspective, of course, Uranus doesn't ever actually stop moving, but from Earth's perspective, as Uranus prepares to go retrograde, it sort of stands still, and that's when it pulls the most power. And Uranus's power is about surprise and shakeup and upgrades in perspective and upgrades in technology. So this can be very positive but very powerful time of unexpected things happening or coming to light. Okay, so just be prepared for that in the coming days. Uranus will be stationed for a little while before and after it goes retrograde. It'll be stationary, so it's pulling power, and things can develop very quickly, lightning fast at this time. And also on Sunday, Pluto has been retrograde for a while now, and it's backing up into Capricorn to spend maybe 3 or 4 weeks in Capricorn. This is the very last, folks, of Pluto and Capricorn for another 240 years, okay? And if you look back on Pluto and Capricorn, so much changed in terms of institutions crumbling, certain kinds of foundations, and just old traditional ways of doing things falling apart on us, so that we have the material and the space to build something new for ourselves, okay? Pluto is transformation. It is that space and time between where things end and new things begin. So we are definitely in that, and we're going to go back and review for a few weeks some of that old stuff from Pluto in Capricorn. Maybe sweep up some of this dust and pile up some of these bricks so we can create a format for going forward, because Pluto moves on into Aquarius, and it's going to be in Aquarius for another 20 or so years. And Pluto in Aquarius is a different kind of vibe. It's ruled by Saturn, but it's also ruled by Uranus. We're going to make progress. We're going to start being a lot more inclusive. We're going to bring everybody into the picture. If it works for one person, it should work for everybody. And that is the principle of Aquarius: affinity, affiliation, working together to create the stability that we all need, desire, and would like to have, correct? So, Pluto in Capricorn goes back into Capricorn this Sunday. It will be there for a few weeks, and then it's going to go forward at some point, and then it's going to move on back into Aquarius, and we'll be back in that Pluto and Aquarius vibe where things are becoming much more collectively concerned. And then on Monday, we have the new moon coming up in the sign of Virgo. So the sun and moon will be conjunct in Virgo. We will not be able to see the moon. That is the darkest night of the month. And this is the time for the real reset. It's a little bit like a void of course, but it's bigger. It's, about 3 days, I'd say about Sunday through Tuesday, you're in this new moon vibe where, whatever it is that you've been releasing, whatever it is that you've been getting rid of or just expressing out into the world, you can sort of quiet that behavior now. You can sort of come back to your center in your home or wherever it is that you feel the most comfort and take some quiet time, do some meditation and reflection, bring yourself back into the here and now, right? Reflect on what has been and begin again to think about what is going to be, what it is you'd like to create over the coming weeks and months. Also on Monday, Mercury is going to trine Chiron, and that's very positive, almost gracious vibes for allowing some healing through communication and self-expression. So I really encourage you to be open on Monday. That's beautiful with the new moon, isn't it? Because it's a time to rest and allow yourself to assimilate where you are at this moment. And then Mercury is trine Chiron that day. So while you're resting, you can be receptive to whatever information or expression, self-expression, or the expression of others that helps you with some problem solving or some healing in your life. Also that day, Mars is going to be square to Neptune. So it's going to be like, do not shoot first and ask questions later, okay? That Mars square to Neptune means that you might be taking action on something that is illusory, or it just isn't what you think it is. So you want to ask the questions and make sure you know what you're getting into before you take action on Monday, that day of the new moon. And these are vibes that sort of culminate, they grow and they culminate on a certain day, and then they fade away. So it's not all happening on that one day. These are vibrations that are coming up for us right now, and they'll be the strongest on Monday, and then they'll melt away. And then next Wednesday, we have more Mars action, including Mars going on into Cancer. So that's a fun thing to talk about, and I will be here to talk about it with you on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of next week. Friends, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I'm so happy to see the new people jumping onto the channel. I appreciate your presence. Leave notes for me in the comments. I love interacting with you, and I will catch you all in the next video.